Alright, so I've bought my second hero pack for Marvel Champions, and that is Silk, aka Cindy Moon. I don't know what Silk's deal is, but she looks like she's another like spider person, especially since her trait is Web Warrior. That sounds like a spider person thing to do, and her stats are 1, 2, 3, and 10 hit points, same as Spider-Man Peter Parker. Recovery of 3, recovery of 3. So they have the same exact stats. I didn't read any other thing about her though, so yeah, I figure that I want to do one more try of playing a game where I use the hero's pre-built deck without actually looking at anything, and try to see if I can make that not take 2 hours. That's why I'm playing against Rhino, and also Rhino seems pretty thematic in terms of, you know, a spider person fighting them. To make sure it is still somewhat of a challenge, I am playing an expert, so Rhino starts on stage 2 with the break-in and take-in side scheme, and the expert cards are shuffled in here. Now, Silk's hero pack also came with another Elite Thunderbolt set. I believe it was called Atlas or something like that. I don't know anything about Atlas either, but I figured I might as well shuffle it into this deck as well. It was really fun last time when I used the Joystick encounter deck. I think her name was Joystick. When I used the Joystick with the Claw when I bought the Shuri pack, so I'm hoping this is going to be fun as well. Now, I don't know anything about Silk and her cards. She looks like she's probably some sort of detective or something, because it seems like it's a crime scene and she's investigating something. But if she was a detective, you would think she would know she has to wear gloves, so that's kind of weird. Cindy Moon, 3 recovery alter ego. If there are more than 4 tucked cards here, discard all but 4 of those cards. If there are more than 4 tucked cards here, so if there's 5 cards here, discard all but 4, so we get to keep 1, okay, and we get to choose, I guess. Action, discard a card tucked under here, draw 2 cards, limit once per round. Okay, so that's her, because Peter Parker has scientist, resource, generate a mental resource, limit once per round. So, in theory, she can have more resources in alter ego form than Peter Parker, because she gets to actually draw cards. What is her hero form ability? If there are more than 4 tucked cards here, discard all but 4 of those cards. Silk Sense. Response after you defeat a minion or side scheme, or resolve a treachery card, tuck that card under here from the encounter discard pile. Well, Spider-Man gets to draw a card every time the villain attacks, but also you apparently don't even need that ability because Spider-Man is so strong. So I guess Silk doesn't need that either? Let's find out, I guess. This is going to be a big change from Nick Fury. I'm gonna have to get used to that. So there is only one main scheme and it only goes up to 7. So let's try to keep that down and not let the villain just scheme. What do we have? Smooth as Silk, 0 cost event, hero action, choose an enemy or scheme in play. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck into a card from the same encounter set as the chosen card is discarded. Tuck that discarded card under Silk. Okay. I got 2 of them. Eidetic memory. 1 cost upgrade superpower. Interrupt. When you reveal a card from the same encounter set as a card tucked under your identity, exhaust eidetic memory, swap those cards. Reveal the card that had been tucked under Silk instead. Oh, interesting. So you can save up cards from the encounter deck and be like, no, you're going to do this instead. I don't know what this has to do with your memory. It seems like you're more just controlling the boss, but sure. Wallcrawler, 1 cost event, superpower, thwart, hero action, thwart, remove 2 threats from a scheme. Oh, thank goodness. When I saw the 1 thwart, I was like, wait, how am I going to get rid of this break-in and take-in, which comes into play with 3? I'm like, I better draw a thwart right away. Remove 2 threats from a scheme. Choose a scheme. You may discard a card tucked under Silk. Wait, choose a scheme. So it can be a different scheme. You may discard a card tucked under Silk from the same encounter set as the chosen scheme to remove 3 threats from the chosen scheme. Okay. Not today. Finally, a new defense card. 1 cost event, defense. Hero oh, the reason I bought Silk was because defense is desperately in need of help if you only own the core box. Hero interrupt defense when your hero defends an attack against an attack. It gets +2 defense for that attack. Hey, why is this not in the core set? This is obviously something the core set should have. If you take no damage from that attack, remove 2 threats from a scheme. Hey. Oh, that's so much better. Ooh. This is way better than the, what is it, Counter Punch? Why would I ever use Counter Punch? 2-cost event, investigative journalism. Team up Cindy Moon, Peter Parker. Cindy Moon and Peter Parker. Max 1 per deck. Okay. Alter Ego Interrupt. When an enemy would scheme... So this is, you have to be in Alter Ego mode. Okay. When an enemy would scheme, cancels that activation and confuse the enemy. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, well I can't use it. I can't use this right now. I need to use Wallcrawler. I suppose I could use 2 Smooth as Silks. And I need to get out the eidetic memory. So that leaves me with 1 card I can't use. I suppose I could save the non-today to defend with when it's time to defend. And then that would let me remove 2 threats from the break-in, I guess, so I don't have to... Sure, let's... So, Cindy Moon, action, discard a card tucked into here, draw 2 cards. I can't do that, so I might as well switch over to hero form immediately. In hero form, I can do Smooth as Silk. Choose an enemy or scheme in play, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a card from the same encounter deck is revealed. Oh wow, that's all 3 of the Masters of Evil should not be in here. Let me get rid of that real quick. Okay, discarding cards, here we go. So I have 1 Rhino card and I tuck it underneath Silk. It doesn't say face down or anything, but I'm assuming I don't get this +1 attack. I'm assuming it's not attached to me, because that would be pretty overpowered. That would be, yeah, that would be pretty overpowered. I'm just gonna put it directly underneath Silk. And then another Smooth as Silk, this card, hey, we got rid of Shadows of the Past, got rid of the crowd control, and I need 1 for eidetic memory. And then, oh wait, no, actually I didn't have enough. I forgot that Wallcrawler costed 1, so I use 1 for Wallcrawler, remove 2 threats from a scheme, and then Silk is going to thwart to remove the last one from Break-In and Taken. And after you defeat a minion or side scheme, or resolve or treachery card, tuck that card under here from the encounter discard pile. So this still goes in a discard pile, but then it immediately goes under Silk. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Main scheme gets 1. Rhino attacks for 3. I am playing defense, so let's see if I have another defense event. J. Jonah Jameson, 3-cost support, Persona, Alter Ego action, exhaust this card, search your deck and discard pile for the Get the Scoop and put it into play. Action, exhaust this card, remove 2 threats from a side scheme. Whoa. Whoa, that's not Alter Ego action. You can just do that anytime. That's pretty good. Swinging Silk Kick. Aerial attack superpower, hero action, attack deals 7 damage to an enemy. You may discard a card tucked under Silk from the same encounter set as that enemy. If you do, this attack deals 2 additional damage and gains overkill. Ooh. So this is situationally better than Peter Parker's swinging web kick, because that deals 8 damage for 3. But that's it. This can deal up to 9, and it can gain overkill, so you can kill the minion while still dealing damage to the boss. Because I do specifically remember, I think in my very first game, using swinging web kick to just be like, oh, a minion, kill it. 8 damage is doing nothing. That's interesting. 0-cost upgrade, energy shield, item tech. 0-cost tech card! 0-cost tech card! Ooh! Iron Man. Attached to a character, max 1 per character, interrupt. When attached character would take any amount of damage, spend X energy resources, prevent X of that damage. That seems pretty good. This doesn't even require you to discard it. It doesn't say discard. It is max 1 per character, so I don't see why you would put 3 of them in Iron Man's deck, but still. That seems pretty good. Scarlet Spider, 3-cost ally, 1 attack, 1 thwart, 2 consequential damage, 5 HP, Web Warrior, interrupt when another Web Warrior character would take any amount of damage. Scarlet Spider takes that damage instead. That's kind of fun. Not sure if I would play it this turn. And Strength. Okay, I don't have any events, defense events. So Rhino attacks for 3, I will I don't have anything I need to thwart right now. Or block. I guess I will just block for 3. So 3 plus 0 is 3, I take no damage, and then he reveals a card, that card is Stampede. When revealed hero form, Rhino attacks you. If a character is damaged by this attack, your character is stunned. But I have Eidetic Memory. When you reveal a card from the same encounter set, this is a Rhino card. Exhaust Eidetic Memory, swap those cards, reveal the card that has been tucked under Silk instead. So I can swap it for one of these, because they're all 3 of them are Rhino. I could just give Rhino 3 attack, or 1 more attack, I don't really want to. I could put Breaking and Taken back out there, but I don't want to. So that kind of leaves crowd control. Crisis, while this 2 per person. I think I'm okay with crowd control. So I get to exhaust Eidetic Memory, swap the cards, so Stampede goes under Silk, and crowd control gets revealed instead. And that comes into play with 2 per person, but that should be fine, easy enough to deal with. Because I have J. Jonah Jameson, I can use Strength and Scarlet Spider for J. Jonah Jameson, and I could exhaust J. Jonah Jameson to remove 2 threats from a side scheme. And that defeats the side scheme, so this goes underneath Silk. And I guess I could put out an energy shield and save the swinging Silk kick. How many cards are under Silk? This is going to get annoying, actually. This is going to get really annoying. Picking up Silk to get the cards from under her. I'm just going to set these to the side over here. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards. Another energy shield, can't use this. Ready for a fight. 1 cost upgrade, requirement physical. Max 1 per player, interrupt when an enemy would scheme. Discard ready for a fight, change to hero. When an enemy would scheme, discard ready for a fight, change to hero form. That enemy attacks you instead. Whoa. Hold on. That enemy attacks you, that seems really, really good. Especially, wait, hold on. So you can set this out there, it's just sitting out there for whenever you want to use it, and then when you finally need to recover, you turn over, you recover, and then the enemy tries to scheme, but it doesn't matter, because you can discard this and be like, I'm recovered, and then they attack you. That's really good. Or even for Iron Man, though. Iron Man, you get this turn 1, you get this turn 1, you stay in alter ego form. You have 1 or 2 tech upgrades. Enemy tries to scheme, but then you go, no, attack me instead. So you draw your hand of 6. Enemy tries to scheme, you discard ready for a fight. And then they attack you, so you're in hero form, and then you can flip back over to alter ego, heal, and then draw back up to 6 again with your... Ooh. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. 2 cost support, Dr. Sinclair. Persona Therapist Alter Ego action, exhaust Dr. Sinclair and spend a mental resource. Heal damage from your alter ego equal to your recovery. You may discard 1 status card from your identity. Any player may trigger this a bit. This is pretty good. So you have ready for a fight and Dr. Sinclair. You turn over and you heal. Silk has 10 HP. 3 recovery, so you can recover 6. And you're like, I'm good for a fight. I'm good. Yo, that's pretty good. Not today. I believe this is the same one as... yeah, this is the same one as earlier. Okay. What was I going on about? I just drew my hand. So everything should be unexhausted. Main scheme's gonna get 1. Rhino's gonna attack. And I can use not today. If I do this... I won't have a physical. Oh, I can't use energy shield anyway, so if I do this, I can put out ready for a fight and save Dr. Sinclair for next turn. And that lets me thwart. Yeah. Okay. Rhino attacks. Silk's blocking for 3, and I'm spending... Yeah, I'm spending 1 for not today, get +2 defense, so if he boosts for 2 or lower, he boosted for 2. So now I take no damage from that attack, so I get to remove 2 from a scheme. And then reveal a card. I'm tough. Give Rhino a tough status card. If Rhino already has a tough status card, this card gains Surge. I'm kind of okay with that. Tough is fairly easy to deal with, I've learned. And this is a treachery, so this goes in my tucked cards, and then I can replace it with something else. Or something else will go to the graveyard. I want to keep Stampede in my tucked cards, because I don't want to get shuffled back in. I'm okay with Crowd Control getting shuffled back in, but it's a good card to replace stuff with. I guess you can have the Break-In and Taken back in the graveyard, and then it's my turn. So I'll pay 1 for the Ready for a Fight, and I'll save Dr. Sinclair. And that's going to be the end of my turn. So still no damage from anyone. Across the Spider-Verse, 2-cost event. Max 1 per deck. Hero action, exhaust a Web Warrior card you control. Search your discard pile for a Web Warrior ally and put it into play. Then choose a player. That player may spend 3 resources of any type to repeat this ability. Scarlet Spider is a Web Warrior. So I can spend 2 and exhaust a Web Warrior card. The only Web Warrior card I have is Silk. But then I'd be able to spend 3. So I can spend 5 total if I had 5 to get back 2 Web Warriors. That seems pretty strong. Another Ready for a Fight. Unfortunately, it is max 1 per player. Genius, Madam Web. Another Web Warrior. 2 dwarves, 1 attack, 2 HP. Web Warrior responds. After Madam Web enters play, look at the top X cards of the encounter deck, where X is the number of Web Warrior cards you control. You may discard 1 card looked at this way and put the rest back in any order. Ooh, this is like, oh, I forgot what it's called. Global Logistics? Except it's the number of cards you look at is determined by the number of Web Warriors you control, but it's also an ally. And Dr. Sinclair, who I plan to use. Who I plan to put out this turn, I mean. Rhino attacks for 3. I think I'm just gonna take it because I am at full health and I don't really need... I want to get rid of that tough sooner rather than later. So he's attacking for 3 plus 0, so I take 3 damage. And then he reveals Stampede. Okay, I'm gonna use Eidetic Memory to swap that for Crowd Control. So now both Stampedes are underneath here, so he can't do that anymore. And this comes into play with 2 per person. And then it's my turn, and I can play Madam Web, Ready for a Fight, and Genius, because I can't use Ready for a Fight for Madam Web. After Madam Web comes into play, look at the top X cards of the encounter deck, where X is the number of Web Warriors. Oh, I don't even need to do that. Hold on. Wait. I have J. Jonah Jameson. Remove 2 threats from a side scheme. Easy. Too easy. Crowd Control goes away, and I can't... Wow, this is actually really easy. Basically, every single encounter card, I can say, nope, I'm going to put out Crowd Control. Every time you put out something, if it's a Rhino card, I can say, no, I'm going to put out Crowd Control instead. And then J. Jonah Jameson can just deal with it. I guess I'll put I'm Tough back in there. So now I can play Dr. Sinclair. And I guess I might as well do Across the Spider-Verse. Because I can pay 2 for Across the Spider-Verse, and then I choose a Web Warrior card I control. The only one I have is Silk. And then I can choose to put out any Web Warrior ally. That seems pretty strong. Guess I'll put out Scarlet Spider. And if I had 3 more, I could also put out Madam Web. That seems really strong. End of turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Energy, Swinging Silk Kick, Spider Reflexes. Superpower, Hero Interrupt 2-cost upgrade. Hero Interrupt when Silk defends. Exhaust Spider Reflexes. For this attack, she gets +1 defense for each card tucked under her from the same encounter set as the attacking enemy. After this attack, tuck the top card. Why? What? Wait, I have 4 Rhino cards. I have 4 Rhino cards, so I can have 7 defense. After this attack, tuck the top card of the encounter discard pile under Silk. That seems really good. Spider Claws, 2-cost upgrade, weapon, hero interrupt. When Silk makes a basic attack, exhaust Spider Claws. For this attack, she gets +1 attack for each card tucked under her from the same encounter set as the attacking enemy. This attack gains piercing. Whoa. Holy cow. These are really good. Stun Gun, 2-cost upgrade, tech, another tech card. Spiderman, or not Spiderman, Iron Man. Restricted, uses 2 charge counters, hero action, exhaust stun gun, and remove 1 or 2 charge counters from it. If you remove 1 charge counter, stun a minion. 2 charge counters, stun a villain. So you're basically paying 2 to stun a minion, or to stun a villain, or paying 2 to stun a minion 2 times. Oh, I have energy! I can pay both of these! That's pretty good. Okay. Main scheme gets 1. That's really... These are... I actually can't believe these are this good. I'm not reading these wrong, right? Yeah, I don't think I'm reading these wrong. I have 4 Rhino cards. So I can defend for 7. I don't have this out yet, though. So Rhino's gonna attack for 3. This turn, Silk is going to defend, because that's going to reduce the amount of damage I take, and then Scarlet Spider is going to take it. Well, it's an interrupt. He can choose to take it. So defending for 3, taking 0, and then he reveals a card. Hydra Mercenary, guard. I'll just swap that with crowd control. And then it's my turn, and I J. Jonah Jameson the crowd control. And I'll put the Mercenary back out there. And then, yeah, I'll pay 2 for the Spider Reflexes, and I'll pay 2 more for the Spider Claws. I am exhausted, so I can't attack. So that's the end of my turn. But now I'm set up. I'm perfectly set up. 1 more in the main scheme. So basically, Silk is like Spider-Man, except she doesn't have Spider-Man stuff, and she builds up instead. Because the thing I did notice when I was playing Spider-Man is that he has no build-up. Like, you don't build up a board state with him. You can put out web shooters, and that's about it. He doesn't have any actual upgrades. He's just strong. Whereas Silk is in theory weaker, like without anything, because the swinging Silk kick is a lot like the swinging web kick, but it deals 1 less damage, or it can deal 2 more damage if you use her abilities. Oh, Spider-Man. Speaking of Spider-Man, 3-cost ally, 2 thwart, 2 attack, 3 HP. Requirements, all 3 resources. Response after Spider-Man attacks or thwarts. Choose another web warrior character. Ready that character. Whoa. Whoa. That actually seems really strong. That actually seems really, really strong. That can't be right. Oh, I don't have a physical in my hand. I can't play him. Ooh, wait a second. Consequential damage is still damage. So Scarlet Spider could take the damage from Spider-Man instead, and that way he just never dies. I can just keep doing this and readying Silk. Interesting. Okay, 3-cost ally, Spider Bites. This is Margot Kess, and Scarlet Spider is Ben Riley. Ben Riley? Is that Uncle Ben? Spider-Man, this is Peter Parker, yep. Spider Bites, 3-cost ally, 2 doors, 1 attack, 2 HP, Web Warrior. Reduce the cost to play Spider Bites by 1 for each tech card you control. Yo, Iron Man. Tech card 1. Okay, well, I only have 1 tech card. So he's probably not worth playing right now. But that's nice. Stun Gun. Albert Moon, 2-cost support. Persona, Alter Ego action, exhaust Albert Moon, choose. Tuck the top card of the encounter deck under Cindy Moon. So this is only when I'm face down, so if I was face down and I didn't have any cards, I could tuck 1 under her. And then discard it to draw 2 cards. Okay. Or heal 1 damage from Cindy Moon for each card tucked under her. So her recovery can go up to 7, basically. If you flip over, use Albert Moon, heal 4. Let's say Cindy Moon is exhausted. And then next turn, you start the turn, and then use Albert Moon again, heal another 4. So that's 8 total heals out of 10. You don't even need to use her recover. You can flip back over. Oh, Silk might be really strong. Silk might be really strong. And Wall Crawler, 1 cost event. This is the thwart event. Okay. 1 on the main scheme. Rhino attacks. Silk is going to... Sure, let's defend. And I'll use my spider reflexes. So I have 7 defense for this. Boosting for 1, so I take no damage. And what was the second part? After this attack, tuck the top card of the encounter discard pile under Silk. So this goes under Silk. And now I have to discard a card because I have 5. I will discard... I guess the Horn is better than the Charge. And then reveal a card. That card is Sandman. I will swap it for Crowd Control. Now it's my turn, and I'm using J. Jonah Jameson. Get rid of the Crowd Control, put Sandman back under here. I'm just like perfectly controlling the boss. There is nothing the boss can do at this point. Remove 2 threats from a scheme. Choose a scheme. You may discard a card tucked under Silk from the same encounter set to remove 3 from the chosen scheme. I really want to play Spider-Man. So I'm going to keep Stun Gun in my hand, because it seems like I have a lot of mental resources. Do I have a lot of mental resources, actually? What is my... it's a nice spread. It's a nice spread. Never mind. It's a pretty nice spread. Let's go instead, then... Oh, I don't have enough. I thought I could play 2 for Stun Gun, and then that would reduce Spider Bite down to 0, but I would only have 2 tech cards in that case. So I would need 1 more resource, which I could use for Spider-Man, but I'm not gonna do that. Instead, let's go... Whatever. I'll use these 3. I'm gonna use them all up, basically, to play Albert Moon. I'm gonna flip over. I'm going to... wait. Okay, I'm gonna use 2 cards. I'm gonna use, both of these. So this is still in my hand. And if I get lucky, I can play Spider-Man. Because I can use Cindy Moon, discard a card tucked under Silk. I'm going to discard the Charge to draw 2 cards once per turn. Physical, give me a mental. It's not a mental. Darn it. Okay, that's fine. And then I can use Albert Moon to tuck the top card, because now I'm down to 3, so I can tuck the top card under Silk. Ah, that's a shame. I guess in that case I'll use 2 for the Stun Gun. That would have been sick if I could have drawn the right cards, but that's okay. End of turn. Drawing 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Wait, Rhino's good. Right. The reason I felt safe doing that is because I have Ready for a Fight. And I have a Wild. Okay, I have enough to play Spider-Man. Okay. I'm not going to play this, but get the scoop. This is a player side scheme. This is a Silk-specific player side scheme. Alter Ego action, exhaust your identity, remove 2 threats from here. Any player may trigger this ability. This comes into play with 4. When defeated, Cindy Moon player looks at the top 2 cards of the encounter deck and tucks one of those cards under her... Oh, this is the card J. Jonah Jameson could get you, which I completely forgot about. When defeated, the Cindy Moon player looks at the top 2 cards of the encounter deck and tucks one of those cards under their identity. Okay, I see. So you can get this out. And then next turn, or some turns later, you can remove some from here. And then when it's time to flip back to Alter Ego, you can exhaust Cindy Moon to get rid of the last one, to get a card under your identity, and then discard that card to draw 2 cards if you don't have Albert Moon, or if you just really want to use him to heal or something like that. Okay, interesting, I see. Organic Webbing, 2 cost upgrade. Silk gets +1 thwart. I don't think Spider-Man had anything that just boosts his stats automatically. Hero action, exhaust Organic Webbing and discard a card tucked under Silk. Ready Silk! She gains the aerial trait until... Oh my goodness. Yo. Okay, I need to play that. Stop hitting yourself. Hero responds attack. After you defend against an enemy attack and take no damage, deal damage to the enemy equal to your defense for that attack. I could deal 7 damage when I block, because I'm going to have 7 damage? That's pretty strong. Another Ready for a Fight, which I supposedly would want to play. Oh, I want to play everything in this hand. I did not heal at all. That's a shame. So the main scheme gets 1. Rhino tries to scheme, but then I'm going to discard ready for a fight, and I'm going to flip over to Silk. So Rhino attacks me instead. And I'm going to defend. And I'm going to use Spider Reflexes to get +4 to my defense. And he's attacking for 4. And now I can use ready for a... or stop hitting yourself. Oh no, he's tough, he's tough. It's a waste to do it right now. It's a waste. Okay. And then reveal a card, and that card is Titanic Proportions. Ooh. Oh, this is an Atlas card. When revealed, the players as a group take X indirect damage, where X is the number of growth counters on Atlas. If X is less than 3, this card gains Surge. Well, there's no Atlas out, so I'm assuming this gains Surge. I could tuck this under Silk, but I'm not going to, because meh. And Assault. Okay, well that's annoying. I don't have a standard card under here, so I can't cancel that. I don't have anything... yeah, I don't have a backflip or anything. So yeah, Rhino's just gonna attack me. He's attacking for 3 plus 1. 4 damage. I'm up to 7. And now it's my turn, and I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I spend one more turn setting up. First, I'm gonna use my stun gun to stun Rhino. And then I am going to use 2 for organic webbing. I can use organic webbing, exhaust organic webbing, discard a card from underneath Silk to ready Silk, and she gains aerial until the end of the round. And then Silk is gonna thwart for 2, because that side scheme is, or that main scheme is getting pretty high up there. Oh, in my head I could thwart twice, but I can't thwart twice. Oh, this is actually not gonna work out that well. I need to have a physical to pay for ready for a fight, and I'm gonna hope I draw a physical. Wait, I don't need to hope to draw a physical. Wait. This is fine. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so I'm gonna flip Silk over to alter ego mode. And then use J. Jonah Jameson to search my discard pile for Get the Scoop, which I can use the wild resource as a physical for ready for a fight. Yeah, okay. And then I can use Albert Moon to tuck a card underneath Silk. Didn't really care that much for growing strong. I wanted another Rhino card. Let's use Cindy Moon, discard a card from underneath her to draw 2 cards. And Outwit. What is Outwit? Hero interrupt when Silk makes a basic thwart. Exhaust Outwit. For this thwart, she gets +1 thwart for each card tucked under her from the same site or from the same encounter set as a thwarted scheme. Wow, she has an upgrade for everyone. She has thwart, attack, and defense, and she has a ready. Wow. She is definitely a Spider-Man that builds up her board. Or she's not even a Spider-Man. She's nothing like Spider-Man. But she has like some Spider-Man-ish stuff. But she gets to build up her board. She has a ready. And she can boost all her stats. She's incredible. In that case, I will use Dr. Sinclair. No. Wait. I want to play the Outwit. I think I'm just gonna when's my deck gonna get shuffled? Oh, it's gonna get shuffled right now. I wanna play that. I wanna play everything. She has too many things I wanna play. Let's just discard Stun Gun and then draw back up to 6. Yeah, okay, so I've seen all the cards at this point. And that means I get a face down card. And last card, ready for a fight. Another ready for a fight. Excellent. Okay. So the plan is Main scheme gets 1. Rhino tries to scheme. Ready for a fight activates. That is not the plan, actually. I was... But I can't really let him scheme. Yeah, okay, ready for a fight activates. I was gonna use Cindy Moon and all that stuff to get back, and it's fine. So Rhino attacks, but he's stunned, so the stun goes away. You get a face down card. First card is Growing Stronger. When revealed, find Atlas and ready him, or reveal him. If he is already in play, he engages you. Atlas activates against you. If no enemy activated this way, this card gains Surge. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I don't have anything that can counter that. I'm not Nick Fury anymore. I suppose it's possible he... Ooh, Atlas is not in the deck or discard pile. I think he's the face down card. I don't think that's ever happened to me before, but I think he... Yeah. Wait a second. Okay, so that means... If no enemy activated this way, this card gains Surge. So that is just a Surge. Wow. Alright. Nice timing on that card. This deck is getting quite thin. So Surge happens. I'm tough. Give Rhino tough status card if he's already tough. I'm gonna tuck that underneath my thing. Hydra Mercenary, I'm gonna swap that for Crowd Control. And that means that this is Atlas. Yes, it is. 0 scheme, 3 attack, 18 HP. Elite Thunderbolt. Villainous. Victory 1. Atlas gets +2 hit points for each growth counter on him. Force response after the villain phase ends. Place 1 growth counter. What the heck? After the villain phase ends, place 1 growth counter on him? Those don't go away? He just... Oh, okay, so he... Wow, okay, so he has 20 HP, 3 attack, and he's villainous. That's a bit of a problem. And I still have 0 damage on Rhino. I don't think these are supposed to be exhausted, because nobody attacked or anything, because Rhino was stunned. So now it's my turn. J. Jonah Jameson, get rid of the crowd control. I want to put out another ready for a fight. But then I don't have enough to play Spider-Man. Okay, one more setup turn. Alright, one more setup turn. So... Stop hitting yourself for ready for a fight. 2 more for outwit. Keeping Spider-Man in my hand. Silk is gonna thwart. She's thwarting, and I'm using outwit. When Silk makes a basic thwart, exhaust outwit. For this thwart, she gets +1 thwart for each card from the same encounter set as a thwarted scheme. So that's... She gets +4, so this goes all the way back down to 0. I'm going to use... Organic Webbing. Oh, sorry, Organic Webbing gives her +1 thwart as well. That's actually +5 thwart, or +5? Yeah, she had 6 thwart for that. Unexhaust Silk by discarding a card under her. I'm going to get rid of the I'm tough. She is now ready. Silk is going to attack, and then I can use Spider Claws. When Silk makes a basic attack, exhaust Spider Claws. For this attack, she gets +1 attack for each card tucked under her from the same encounter set, so that's 3. And this attack gains Piercing, so that gets rid of the tough before the attack happens. So +3 attack. Silk has 2, so that's 5 damage to Rhino. And now I'm actually exhausted, but I'm going to flip over to Cindy Moon. I'm not going to discard a card. I'm going to use Albert Moon, heal 1 damage from Silk for every card tucked under her. That's 3, so I'm back down to 4. And that's it. Oh, Atlas is going to scheme for... He's also going to get a boost card. Ah, I didn't think about that. Oh, wait. Ready for a fight. Yeah. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Please have enough for... I have all 3 resources. I have Wall Crawler, Stun Gun, and Stop Hitting Yourself to play Spider-Man. Nice. Okay. So, main scheme gets 1. When an enemy would scheme, discard ready for... I can let Rhino scheme once and then defend against Atlas. No. Because all of my cards are Rhino cards. Should I just let them both scheme? You know what? I really want to stay in Cine Moon form for 1 turn. Wait. I'm in Cine Moon form. I get 1 more card. I get 1 more card. That card is Energy Shield. Okay. It doesn't really matter. But I will let Rhino scheme for 1. And then if it gets too... if it gets too bad, I won't... I don't know what the boosts in this deck are. I think there's supposed to be 3 boosts, maybe? Oh, and there's none of them in here. There's none of them in here. I will let Rhino scheme for this one. He's scheming for 1 boost. So, first off, that gets 2. It's up to 3. Titanic Proportions. Boost. If Atlas is in play, place 1 growth counter on him. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to try to kill Atlas. I'm just going to let him sit there. It's fine. It's fine. He has too much HP for me to try to kill him. Or not. But yeah, okay, it's fine. Atlas, if he boosts for 4, I would lose the game. But he can't boost for 4. I don't think there's a 4 boost, so I'm going to let him scheme as well. And he schemes for 0. Nice. Okay, reveal card. That card... When you reveal a card from the same identity... This is not hero form only. Okay, I can still do stuff. Hard to keep down. When revealed, Rhino heals 4 damage. If no damage was healed this way, this card gains Surge. I think I will let him heal... No, I don't need to let him heal. What am I talking about? I can, yeah, I'll just swap that with, Crowd Control. Yeah, that's fine. Now it's my turn. I'm going to use J. Jonah Jameson to get rid of Crowd Control. Let's discard Hard to Keep Down with Cine Moon to draw 2 cards. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Excellent. Oh, I have so much stuff now. I have so much stuff. Let's go Albert Moon to heal myself for 3. Let's say I healed myself for 4 before I did that, because the order doesn't really matter, so I'm at full health, and then I discarded a card to draw 2 cards. And now I can flip over, and I have a huge hand. Huge hand. What am I going to do? I have... Spiderman needs a mental resource. This is the only mental resource. I'm going to use that. I need a physical resource. I can use Stop Hitting Yourself. And I need an energy. I will use Energy Shield, because I can't use Energy Shield. And I can finally play Spider-Man. And now that I've played Spider-Man, I think I can just win. Let's go. Ooh, maybe I can kill Atlas. Should I just kill Atlas? I kind of want to just kill Atlas. I can do 3 for Swinging Web Kick, or Silk Kick. That deals 7 damage. I have no cards under me from Atlas's thing, though. So first, I can go... Hold up. 7 plus... So 7, 9, 11, 13 if I ready. I'm not going to have enough to kill Atlas this turn. You know what Atlas is, though, is that he's a minion. I can stun him 2 times in a row. Okay. Let's use 2 for Stun Gun. Comes into play with 2 charge counters. I'm going to use one of them right away to stun Atlas. Oh, I think Atlas is supposed to have 1 more counter, because the villain phase ended. I might as well use Move as Silk, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a Rhino card is discarded, and that goes under here. And that means the main scheme gets an acceleration token. Wait a second, did I even reveal any expert cards? Oh no, I think I forgot to actually shuffle in the expert cards. Okay, that explains why I haven't been seeing them. Okay, my bad. I will count this, when I win, I will count this as a normal mode win. But yeah, I forgot to shuffle in the expert cards. I'm gonna shuffle them in right now. It's not gonna count though for an expert win. That feels bad. Yeah, screw it. Let's just start attacking Rhino. Silk attacking Rhino for Spider Claws. So that's gonna be 4 plus 2, so that's 6 damage. He's up to 11. And then I think Spider Claw says... No, after this attack, I don't get to tuck the top card under her. I will use Organic Webbing, discard Hard to Keep down. Oh, actually, yeah, discard Hard to Keep down. And that means I get the Ready Silk, so she gets to attack again for 2. Gets it up to 13. And then Spider-Man's gonna attack for 2. Which is going to unexhaust Silk, and I'm going to have Scarlet Spider take the damage instead. And that kills Rhino. Stage 2. Rhino Stage 3 has Toughness, and when revealed, stun each hero. So Silk is now stunned, but that's okay. And that's going to be the end of my turn. Silk will attack to get rid of the stunned, because I think Spider-Man unexhausted me. Yeah. Yeah. Main scheme gets 2, it's up to 5. Rhino attacks. Silk blocks, and I will use Spider Reflexes to get block for 6. Boosting for 3, there's the 3 boost. Okay, so I do take 1 damage. And I get to put the top card... This one lets me do that. After this attack, tuck the top card from the encounter discard pile under Silk. Yep, okay, so there's Master Plan. Atlas tries to attack, but he's stunned. And reveal card. That card is Exhaustion. Surge. Exhaust your identity. I'm gonna swap that for Master Plan, because Master Plan doesn't have Surge. And I don't want my identity Wait, no, hold up. Silk is already exhausted. Because I defended. No, so that's fine. So Surge, go ahead. I'm tough, give Rhino a tough status card. I will swap that with Master Plan. So now I'm back to 4 underneath Silk. He's already tough. So that card gains Surge, yep, okay. And Charge, attached to Rhino, but that's okay, because he's gonna die. I need to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bunch of stuff I don't care that much about. So... First, Organic Webbing, unexhaust Silk, discard a card from underneath her to unexhaust Silk. Silk attacks for 2 plus Spider Claws, so that's 3 more, so that's 5 damage, and the tough goes away. So 5 out of 16. Use 3 for Swinging Web Kick, deal 7 damage, and I can discard a card from the same encounter set to deal 9 damage instead. So he's now up to 14 damage out of 16. Spider-Man attacks for 2. Spider-Man attacks. Scarlet Spider takes the damage. Unexhaust Silk. Silk attacks again for another 2. And at 18 out of 16 damage, Rhino is dead. Atlas should have gotten 1 more counter, so he has 26 HP. Wow, okay. But yeah, Silk is strong. Silk is really strong. Silk is really good at just controlling the opponent. I think that might have been a lot harder if I didn't have crowd control to just get rid of immediately. Like, because I had J. Jonah Jameson and he could just get rid of the crowd control, so Rhino couldn't do anything. But yeah, Silk is really strong. I really wish I didn't screw up and I didn't put the... I really wish I remembered to put the expert cards in the encounter set before I started the game, because now this count won't win as an expert mode win, and I feel bad about that. But I don't know. Let me know if this counts as expert. Because I did do 2 and 3, Rhino 2 and 3, and I did put the expert cards in here when I shuffled the deck, and 2 of them were revealed. And I was using a bigger encounter set. Atlas, he's a Elite Thunderbolt, he has Villainous, he's got a 4 boost. I think it's good enough, right? You guys will compromise and say it's good enough, right? To say this was expert. Either way, that was a lot of fun. I really like Silk. Her pre-built deck is also pretty cool. I like the protection cards that came in it too, especially Ready for a Fight. Ready for a Fight is so good. I definitely have to give Iron Man a try with Ready for a Fight and just hard fish for that turn 1. Yeah, I'm not too sure what else to say about it. This was just... Oh! Atlas. Not as fun as Joystick, unfortunately. Joystick was just way better. I didn't even notice Atlas was, like, in the deck until he came out. And even when he came out, he didn't do anything. He just has 3 attack and he gets a bunch of HP, but I can just ignore him. Because he's still... Wait, does stun gun count for elite minions? Did I cheat? 1 charge counter, stun a minion. Nope, I didn't cheat. It doesn't say anything about non-elite. Yeah. But yeah, Silk's really strong. She's really fun. She builds up, unlike Spider-Man, which is a big difference. But I can feel the difference, right? Like Spider-Man, it's kind of weird playing Spider-Man because you don't feel like you're getting stronger and you really are just supposed to be playing stuff and like dealing a ton of damage when you get the swinging web kick. But Silk is like, yeah, you build up and you feel yourself getting stronger, especially with, you get piercing, you have a built-in ready. That's incredible. She has incredible stuff. Her stuff is just incredible. I can see how she might be worse in a fight with multiple encounter sets, like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think every single one of those fights had 2 modular encounter sets instead of 1, so there are less of the villain cards in there, and there are more of the side, or the modular encounter sets in there. So maybe she's worse in that case, but against a boss with only 1 modular encounter set, she seems like she's pretty strong, and she has good control of the enemy if you have your idyllic memory out. I suppose that would be a bit of a weakness, that you have to have it out. You have to build her up. Like, you have to. And I did get really lucky, I guess, with the order I got stuff in, especially with the J. Jonah. I'd have to play her more to... My first impression of her is that she's really strong. But that is my first impression, and maybe if I play her more, it will be revealed that she is actually not that strong. I didn't see any AoE damage. So maybe she won't be good against Ultron, but she does have the swinging Silk Kick to do the trample damage, so I don't know. Like I said, I'll have to play her more. When I do play more, I hope you will join me there, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.